Well, hey there, fellow investors. It's Chrissy here from Wellspring Property Management. I just got off the phone with a prospective client who has his property listed with another property management company and it's not renting. And this is not something that's uncommon, especially in the market that we're just coming out of over the holidays. This video is in February right now. Over the holidays, we saw a massive slowdown in the market. I mean, nothing was renting in our portfolio as well as other portfolios from our friends around the country. So he wanted to know why it wasn't renting. And I know this property manager that he has a property listed for. She is an amazing property manager. She's doing everything she can. It's not her fault. It's just the market. But I did let him know there are a couple of reasons why his property may not be renting quite right, quite as quickly as he wants it to, and maybe some things to talk about his current property manager with. The very first thing is pricing. It matters. Price your property at market rate. And I cannot stress how important this is. Just like in residential sales, in residential rentals, the price you put your property at is so important. And the market is going to dictate that. If the market says your rent is $2,000, don't list it for $2,500 because it's just going to sit there for months on end or weeks on end, and that's going to cost you money, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. And please take this next statement with a grain of salt. The market does not care about how much your mortgage is. The market is the market. If your mortgage is $3,000 and the market says it's $1,800, I'm sorry, but that's what the market says, and you're not going to get it rented at $3,000. I'm so sorry to say that because I would love to get you $3,000 when the market is $1,800. But it's just not going to happen. And that kind of is exactly the same thing in the residential sales market as well. You can't list a $300,000 home for $500,000. The second thing I want to talk about is if you do overprice your property, it's going to lead to a longer vacancy time. Keep in mind, every single week that your property is on the market, that's 2% of your income. And when you think about it like that, holy cow, that adds up pretty quickly, right? Renters know what the market is. They start all of their searches online. I don't care how old or how young they are, they start their searches online. So they know where the best deals are and what the market rate is. So you really can't just go out there and make it up. You have to price it accordingly to have a shorter vacancy period. Also, the vacancies costs do add up. We just mentioned that a little bit ago. So better to price at or a little bit below market rate. So let's kind of take a couple of scenarios. If you have your home listed for $2,000 a month and it sits vacant for 3 months, that's $6,000 vacancy loss. That's massive, right? Just because you wanted to get a little bit of extra money. Now, let's say the market on that home is $1,800 and it only sits vacant for 30 days. You've only lost $200 for 1 month. Let's say you take that across 12 months. $200 times 12 is only $2,400. So you're way better off listing it at the market rate or slightly below just to get it rented more quickly. Our fourth key item here, fourth recommendation is always do expert analysis on a property. Regardless if you're self-managing or if you're going to have a professional property manager, make sure they're doing a professional analysis of the area, of the current market rate, and also what the temperature is of the renters. Is it a hot market? Or is it a cold market? What do we have going on there? So you want to make sure you have an expert market analysis to know, can we bump it up a little bit, or should we be a little more conservative on our rental rates? And the last one is pricing is an art, not a science. And I'm not going to joke around with this one. We have had properties right next to each other, next door. Property A, man, that sucker rented like hotcakes. No problem renting that little thing. The house next door, completely identical, same condition, same street, same house, same everything. That one has sat for a little bit longer. We had to reduce the rate by $100, $150 to get that sucker rented. Why? I don't know. Sometimes it's just the renter pool. Sometimes the market is wonky, and sometimes there's no reason why it's renting or not renting. So what's the moral of the story? If you want to make more money on your property, the pricing matters. Always price it at or slightly below market rate, but be flexible with your rental rates. All right, guys, have a great day. Talk to you later.